Alright, today you guys won. We're going to answer the question, is the SoundPeats Sonic better than the SoundPeats H1? Well, let's find out right now. Oh, my hair was messy. Selamat pagi! Good morning everyone, Kenneth here and welcome to probably the most anticipated video of 2020. Is the SoundPeats H1 Lite or the SoundPeats Sonic better than this thing? Because it seems to have everything that the H1 has except the balance armature. And actually, as a bonus here, we've got an updated design and a physical button control, which is something that I will really love. So we'll see how that performs right now. Let's open the plastic wrapping. This is it, the SoundPeats Sonic. Let's see the box itself. As you can see, the only thing that's different between these two is the balance armature right here. The SoundPeats Sonic does not put gaming mode here, but it actually has gaming mode because it has the same exact chip. Also to the right side, they're all the same. To the back side, this guy is also the same. And you can see, actually there are no differences at all, honestly. They are both the same thing. Even the playback time is the same thing. They are all written 35 hours of playtime. So I'm not going to talk about Bluetooth 5.2 today, the LE audio codec and also the LC3 codec. It seems that no phone supports it right now except for the very highest end Snapdragon phones. The claimed 15 hours of battery life in the SoundPeats Sonic. I'm gonna leave it for the full review because I have to use it for real thoroughly. Today we're just going to find out if the SoundPeats Sonic can actually compete with the H1 in terms of sound quality. So let's open the box right now. So this is it, the SoundPeats Sonic. Okay, so that is the case, considerably smaller than the H1, and I assume that this has no wireless charging. The one thing that I hate the most from the SoundPeats H1 is that the lid here, the hinge, drops basically all the time very easily, and they changed the hinge here into these kind of two set hinges, and it actually has resistance right now, so that is already an improvement. Alright, so now we see the earbuds itself, and you can see that it is kind of sculpted. Definitely a different design from the SoundPeats H1 that uses the same design as the SoundPeats True Engine 3 SE. And there you go, this is the physical button. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It takes quite a bit of force to click on it though. And on the case, we have a battery indicator inside and two charging amber LED there on the SoundPeats logo. Very cool. I love that so much from the SoundPeats True Engine SE days. And to see it back on the SoundPeats Sonic is actually a good thing. Material of the case itself is actually like a little bit softer than it looks. It's matte finish, but it's kind of soft for some reason. I don't know why. And you see we still have USB-C with the charging indicator beside it. Supposedly no wireless charging, right? Ooh, and there's a nice little touch of SoundPeats logo there as well. I don't know if you can see it. SoundPeats logo right inside the back of the lid there. So that is a really nice touch. And let's check out the rest of the box. A set of small, medium, large ear tips, silicone ear tips. And also we have this USB-C, very short USB-C charging cable and a manual book. So the control schemes are as I put right here. They are slightly different, slightly tweaked. The play pause is on the 1 tap on the physical button. On the 2 taps, you control your volume, and then 3 taps, you control gaming mode on the left side, and on the right side is voice assistant. So complete control of our music. That's just what I love about SoundPeats. They really know how to make great products. Alright, so let's take our phone here and we'll pair it to my phone. Right now it is pairing. As you can see right here, it blinks white and amber there. And we have SoundPeats Sonic here written on my phone, so that is good. Alright, so we're listening to the easier song first. This is Growing Up by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and see how it performs in this kind of rap pop song. Bass is good. Oh my goodness, but the physical button is so hard to press. Like, you push the earbuds inside your ear. In this case, I would probably much prefer the touch sensor now, because the touch sensor on SoundPeats is usually very good. So we're gonna check out how the H1 sounds right now. definitely louder at the same volume level here. Probably to achieve the same loudness at the Soundpeats H1 that I show you right now, I have to bump up the volume at about right here, almost maxing it out. And I don't usually listen at maxed out volumes. All right. These are definitely strong on the bass side, just like on the H1 actually. No, still stronger on the H1. So yeah, I think the quality of the Soundpeats Sonic is pretty good for my first impression. The bass is just as strong, which is exceptional on the H1, so that is good. It just reminds me of how powerful the Soundpeats H1 here. I'm maxing it out right now, and I usually don't max out when listening to any songs actually. Ed Sheeran comes in. All right, pretty good clarity there. All right. So definitely the Soundpeats H1 has that little sparkle at the very ends of the treble there that you can appreciate more actually on the H1. But the Sonic isn't bad either. Cool. The Sonic isn't bad. And also I noticed a difference on the sound stage here, in which when they sing the "I'm still growing up, there's like that echo around the hallway there. And it is better produced on the Soundpeats H1 there compared to the Soundpeats Sonic, so there is that. By the way, I just have to say to you that this is my first impression, and if you want more detailed breakdown of the whole thing, make sure to wait for my full review of the Soundpeats Sonic. Alright, let's listen to another song here, and let's change to Enter Sandman by Metallica. Here we go, maximum volume on the Soundpeats Sonic. The only thing that's buttering me the most is the physical button actually. It's so hard to press and it literally jams the thing into your ear, so it's very uncomfortable. And actually this shape fits better to me than the Soundpeats Sonic. Alright, the Soundpeats H1, somehow the H1 feels more dynamic, you know, it's more opened up, it has that little bit more stage, and yeah, like you can feel the vocals are in the center and the guitar chugs are somewhere around it. Whereas on the Sonic, it's not bad, but it's more compressed, like a more slightly lesser listening experience. But I can feel that the tuning, the Soundpeats signature is there and it is really good. Let's continue some Enter Sandman here. Alright, the Soundpeats is a little bit more harsh and shrill at the upper end there, but it's got that bass punch, it's got that detail and clarity. The only thing that it is lesser at is at soundstage and imaging, and only slightly when compared to the Soundpeats H1. But overall, I think the listening experience is super fun. So yeah, let's skip to the guitar solo part and we'll see how that performs. I think that's pretty much it. The sound quality, just like I said, it's very decent for the price especially. I think this sells at about the same price as the True Engine 3 SE, and I can definitely way recommend this more. With the Soundpeats H1 still has the edge over that sound quality, as well as, in my opinion, I prefer, now I don't know, I'm not believing that I can say this, but I prefer the touch control on the Soundpeats H1, and definitely the sleek look and design. That is also something that I love a lot about it. Let's see here, on the Soundpeats H1 we have a metal mesh, but let's see on the Sonic here. No, unfortunately this is not. My metal mesh is kind of degraded on the H1 here, but let's see the gaming mode, by the way, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's basically the same thing in the Soundpeats H1 game mode or exit game mode whenever you're trying to do all of that. The QCC3040 chip, that's gonna do the same wonders as it does on the Soundpeats H1. Go ahead and check my review on that if you haven't already. I've talked at length about it and how it improves the experience of this earbuds. So as a conclusion and as to answer the question I've thrown at you at the start of the video, is the Soundpeats Sonic better than the Soundpeats H1? Well, obviously no. The Soundpeats H1 is definitely louder, that's number one. Number two, it has better soundstage and imaging. And number three, I think it is more defined and the vocals are more well-rounded there. But the Soundpeats Sonic is no slouch. I think when compared to the 3SE or the Soundpeats True Engine, whatever, or the True Shift 2, it blows everything right out of the water. The button is kind of hard to press, and also the Soundpeats H1 has that nice extra features like the 4 LED battery indicator. It has that wireless charging support. It has that metal mesh inside. Despite having this sucky case, the weird hinge there that is completely fixed on the Soundpeats Sonic, so that is actually what I'm happy about. The branding is also very awesome right there. The feel is like the soft feeling that you get on the 3SE, not here, so that is great. This reproduces 80% of what the Soundpeats H1 can do, and that is already a great thing. And also, last but not least, it is smaller than the H1 here, or to some extent the 3SE, because it uses the same design. Although this still is very tall actually, so if you are pocketing it, it doesn't help either way. It's pretty thick, but I think this may accommodate like those larger ear tips like foam tips or comply tips. Oh, and also speaking about that, you get free comply tips with either your H1 purchase or the 3SE purchase. So if you're asking, should I get the True Shift 2 or the True Engine 3SE, as if it's not clear enough, I recommend the Soundpeats Sonic more than any of the other Soundpeats. But if you want the best of the best that Soundpeats has to offer, the Soundpeats H1 is still the king of Soundpeats, the best of what that Soundpeats sound signature is really good. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the video. That's everything that I want to talk about for now. Remember, these are my first impression, first take of the Soundpeats Sonic when compared to the H1. I just want to answer that question quickly first before putting my full analysis of the Soundpeats Sonic. And as always, because the chip is the same thing, QCC3040, you can check out my Soundpeats H1 review for more detailed on what it can do, why is it so great. And also I've got testing on the aptX adaptive performance in another video. I'll put it right here. And yeah, just make sure to keep all that in mind when you're writing any comments down below. But I do encourage you to ask me anything, helps with that interaction and stuff like that. Also, if you feel more like it, you can contact me on Instagram and Twitter. I've been more active on Twitter lately. And of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you find this video helpful. Subscribe for more videos like this. What I'm working right now for this week, this is the Edifier X3. I've got a lot to talk about this one and more stuff because I have a mountain of True US earbuds there waiting for me to review. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I am Kenneth and I will see you in the next one. Bye.